Hey guys, how's it going? I am Julie. Thank you for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Aquarius for May of 2020. This is going to be for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And it is a general reading, so it is not going to resonate for everybody. It could be about somebody that you're energetically connected to if it doesn't resonate for you. If the story seems like it's going the opposite direction, vice versa, then I would say just go ahead and take the roles because it is energy that we're working with. So I would say take whatever information resonates, leave whatever information does not. And then let's get into the reading for Aquarius for May of 2020. So what I will say as I'm shuffling the cards and as I kind of started to tune into your energy space, I don't know if you're feeling this yet or if it's something that is you're going to be feeling, but there's this sense of excitement or anticipation of something. I get the sense that you feel like something is coming. I don't know that you know exactly what it is, but I get the sense that you're feeling that something is coming. So let's see, what messages do we have for my Aquarius people for May of 2020? We're going to do the Celtic cross. I'm going to shuffle the cards until it feels right, and then we'll go ahead and clarify the cards after I get the initial message out. And then I'll go ahead and clarify with any other decks that I feel like I need to get a little bit more information. And then we'll go ahead and end with some advice, possibly the energies that you're working with, but I will call them out as I see them. So let's do one more shuffle for Aquarius in 2020. Okay. At the end of the video, I will show you the cards. So you'll see what we're working with here, but I'll hold them up as I'm explaining the cards. Very, very like shaky about something. There's something just literally, I feel my hand shaking. My hands are not shaking, but I feel my hand shaking about some sort of situation that just kind of seems to leave you a little just like you don't really know what to do with yourself. Like you don't really know. Yeah, you just don't really know what to do or how to handle it, how to feel. So anyways, in the present position, we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups in the present, it's this sense of like some union that did not come together or has not come together. It could be a water sign that you're dealing with, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm definitely getting Pisces here somewhere in their chart possibly, or just a situation that was just emotionally draining. But I get the sense that you might be sitting in your emotions presently. But there's a lot of life around you. There's a lot of vibrancy around you. It's just that you don't seem to be seeing it. You seem to be focusing on this emotional loss. But the challenge is the moon in reverse. So there's something that is coming to light or something that has come to light that you did not know about, and it could have something to do with the full moon. We have a full moon in Scorpio on May 7th, and that's going to be a really powerful full moon. It's usually really cathartic and makes people really emotional because it is in the sign of Scorpio. So I get the sense that something is going to come to light or be made clear around the full moon, and I'm definitely getting a lot of water. You could be dealing with a Cancer, specifically Cancer in this card, but Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be a Scorpio you're dealing with. Anyways, something is going to come to light. It's like I get the sense that you've been like battling. There's some sort of conflict that's going on in regards to like kind of like lying down or taking action. And in the past position, we have the Nine of Swords. So in the past position, I get the sense that there was a lot of like thoughts that were like really haunting and disturbing to you. There's something that like you couldn't get off your mind. You couldn't get past some sort of you could be watching somebody, or somebody could be watching you, or you just get this feeling that there's something around you. But it's really like, it's a really like dark and toxic kind of like way of thinking or energy. Something that was like really, really distressing. And in the future position, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So there's some lesson that needs to be learned in this situation, whatever is going on for you, specifically Aquarius. There's some sort of lesson that needs to be learned here. But I'm getting the sense that you might be struggling to learn the lesson, like, and it could be about some sort of like union or something that could be coming together. But I'm getting the sense that there's something that you need to learn, and it's not quite coming to fruition. It's not quite happening. So there's something that it's like, it's not so much a cycle that I'm seeing as like a pattern or thought process or like a way of like doing something. But it's something that like needs to be balanced out. Like you're not connecting all the dots. You're not seeing all the pieces, because this energy is very, very all over the place. It's very like, okay, I'm in my feels. Okay, I'm in my thoughts. I'm internalizing. Like it's just very detached. It's a very detached energy is what I'm getting, because it's like I am not getting a lot of the feeling, and I get a lot of I can feel when I'm doing my readings, and there's something where it's just like nope, like cutting off. So anyways, in the unconscious mind, we have the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit in the upright is going inward. It's looking inward. But I think that I get the sense that I get the sense that you're not wanting to see something. Like he's looking away from the light. It's like you don't want to see something. Like there's something that you're turning your back towards, or you're not wanting to look at. In the unconscious mind, like it's like your higher self is literally watching your journey, and it's like it's kind of like a sense of just like, come on, dude, come on. Like you know this, but like in the physical 3D, it's like there's something that you're just not like, you're not adding up all the pieces, you're not putting everything together. And you're an Aquarius, like you guys are super forward thinking, you're like really, really intelligent, you're constantly lots of like thoughts but it's like higher knowledge thought, but it's something that you don't seem to want to face. And in the conscious mind, we have the Eight of Swords. So again, it's a way of thinking. It's like these self-destructive thoughts, like these thoughts that are restricting you in some sort of way, or like a decision that you need to make that's like restricting you, but you don't see that you have the power to be able to make those decisions. Like you're not being touched by any of those swords, but you're blindfolded and your hands are tied, but your hands are not really tied because you can cut yourself loose. And nothing is actually hurting you. So I get the sense that in the conscious mind, you're trying to get to the point where you can see that nothing is hurting you, nothing is going to hurt you, or that you're doing it to yourself. Honestly, like I get the sense that you're probably doing this to yourself, and that's why things are not panning out the way that you're wanting them to, because there's something that you're not looking at that you need to look at. And so the internal influences are the seven of wands. So it's just like you're fighting it. You're fighting it. Like you know what I'm talking about. You know what it is, and you're internally just like really struggling with it. I feel like you're holding on to something that you need to let go of, but you just don't want to. Like you're fighting that. Like you feel like you're getting to a point though that you're ready to give up the battle and just kind of like, okay, I surrender to this. And in the external influences to you, you have the Three of Swords. So there's some sort of heartbreak that's surrounding you. Some sort of heartbreak. It could have been a third-party situation you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, but it just some sense of loss. And in the hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is an energy of like determination and focus, and you might have fire in your chart. So I am going to check on my son, and then I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. You know, shelter in place. I'm a single mom. Yeah, I've got 2 babies, like, you know, no childcare. So I do the readings when I can do the readings, and sometimes, you know, something happens and my kids want mommy, and, you know, I love you guys and I'm happy to do the readings for you, but my babies come first, so I gotta always check on them if they're upset. So, okay, back to the reading. So in the hopes and fears, again, we have the Knight of Wands. So could be a fire sign that you're dealing with. You could have fire in your chart. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I get the sense of this sense of power, and I'm seeing the dragons. I don't know if there's something significant for you with dragons, or like some kind of like, it's kind of like a dark energy, like a gothic kind of, I don't know, it could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with, or might have Scorpio in your chart, like in your Pluto or something. So anyways, in the hopes and fears, it's a sense of, you know, like, I think that, you know, it's like you're afraid to take action towards something or in regards to something. It's like, you want to, but there's some sort of fear. There's something, well, I mean, this is the hopes and fears. We're going to clarify this card because there's something like, kind of like, you know, it's just like going back and forth. I don't know. And in the outcome, which can change based on free will, is the 10 of coins in reverse. So the 10 of coins in reverse is feeling that sense of loss, you know, feeling like could be dealing with an earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but I get the sense that you're feeling like you're possibly like really unstable in regards to like your finances. This is very scattered energy. Like absolutely nothing in this reading was about pentacles or coins. But in the outcome, you have this loss. So it's like the universe is trying to teach you something. Actually, the overall energy influencing the reading is the 6 of coins in reverse. So bringing something to balance, something is not balanced. So I'm honestly getting the sense, and like I hate to sound negative because, you know, I know that it's all a process and it's all a learning experience and a journey and everything, but I get the sense that like this stuff kind of keeps happening to you because like you're not facing something that you need to see. Like you don't want to see something, so it's like you're going to keep having to deal with loss of some sort if you don't learn and face this, because like the universe wants you to grow, like they want you to succeed. So let's clarify the Ace of Cups in the present position. Why do we have the Ace of Cups? Why do we have the Ace of Cups in the present position? Why do we have the Ace of Cups? We have the Justice. Something's not in balance, bringing something to balance. Something wasn't fair. Possibly balancing out masculine and feminine energies. Could be a Libra that you're dealing with. Could have Libra in their chart, or you could. You have the Knight of Coins in reverse. So, yeah, something not, it's like a battle of some sort, like just, yeah, things are not balanced. Something's not balanced. And so this union or this offer is just not coming in. It's just not coming in. So why do we have the Moon in reverse for the challenge? Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. Okay, so we got the Four of Coins in reverse. The Moon. The Moon is clarified by the Moon. The Queen of Swords, and that is all I'm going to take. I didn't even flip these cards. I'm not going to look at them. There's too many cards. So the challenge is not seeing something and guarding your heart. Like, I get the sense that there's been some like harsh words or like some very stoic energy, kind of like, somebody's guarding their heart, or somebody's keeping a secret. They definitely could be a water sign that you're dealing with. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could also be an air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, but I get the sense that somebody is protecting themselves, and so they're coming off one way when they might actually feel a different way. And then the Devil card, or the Emperor, sorry, the Emperor in reverse just flipped out. Somebody's trying to control a situation. They're trying to have a situation go a certain way. Why do we have the Nine of Swords in the past position? Why do we have the Nine of Swords? I got these three cards here. So we have the Seven of Coins in reverse, the Two of Coins, and then the Eight of Coins, making a decision, trying to weigh back and forth, like can't decide on something, but you're trying to like focus on, it's like you're focused on something. You're like, with this card specifically, see, I'll like hold up the cards. So anyways, there's cards right here. So with, you're weighing something out, like you're kind of going back and forth on something, trying to like weigh your options, make a decision, see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's something, but it's like it's like it's like, do you want to deal with your emotions? Do you not want to deal with your emotions? Like, and then having to decide something, but it's like you've got something whispering in your ear, but you're like focused on something. It's like you're studying something. I don't know if you're going back and like reevaluating, and then we have the Seven of Coins. I don't know if you're like reevaluating or just like going over some information, like you're trying to like, it's this sense of just like, it's like you've gotten some information, or you're looking back at past like letters or emails or text messages or something, like you're researching something, and then you're going back and forth, and like it makes you emotional, it doesn't make you emotional, you don't want to deal with the emotions, you do want to deal with the emotions, you don't want to make a decision, you do want to make a decision, but it's like something is just like the devil whispering in your ear kind of thing, you know. It's like, I'm not gonna take it. So yeah, it was, yeah, you had to make a decision about something, but like, yeah, I just get the sense that there's something that you're really not wanting to face, not wanting to see, not wanting to look at. So why do we have the Hierophant in reverse for the future position? Why do we have the Hierophant in reverse? Hierophant in reverse in the future, just to clarify. Okay. The Hermit in reverse again. So I mean, it's something that's not being learned. You could be dealing with a Virgo, could have Virgo in your chart. There's something that's like, it's not, something's not panning out simply because you're too like, you don't want to look at a situation, you don't want to see something for what it is, and it might be something dark inside you that's there that you just don't want to see. So why do we have the Hermit in reverse in the unconscious mind? We have the Five of Swords. It's like, it hurts. It's painful. It's like a battle, you know? It's like it's a way of thinking that's just exhausting. you know? It's just, and you have the Ace of Coins in reverse. So yeah, it's just, what I will say, I'm going to sidetrack a little bit, but what I will say is that one thing that I have learned throughout my journey is that if you hold on to a lot of negative energy and you hold on to all of this negative space, like it literally is kind of like filling a room with smoke. And you fill that room with smoke, fill that room with smoke, fill that room with smoke. All the doors are closed. There's no way to expel it. Like, how are you going to be able to breathe? How are you going to get fresh air without releasing some of that smoke, without releasing some of that negative energy? So it's like the universe wants to give you abundance. They want to give you the things that you want, but I get the sense that you're holding on or not connecting to something that is painful for you. You're not releasing something that is painful for you because you don't, it's just something that you don't want to face. But if you want the abundance that I know that you want, because everybody wants abundance, everybody wants their, you know, sense of happiness and all of that stuff. And it's just, you gotta release it. You gotta let the windows open and let the smoke come out. Like, yeah, it sucks and it's painful as you go through it, but like, you literally are rewarded immediately after. They always say it's darkest before the dawn. Like, I went through this healing myself a couple weeks ago, and I just kept telling myself, with as uncomfortable and painful as it was just like, you know, it's always darkest before it's dawn. I know that once I get through this, as much as this sucks and it's uncomfortable and I don't like it, as soon as I get through this, I know that it's going to get better. I know that something good is going to happen. And literally within days, I had received this amazing gift from the universe that I was just like, oh my God, like, and I could breathe again. You know, it's just like I finally allowed myself to heal from something that was really painful, and I got rewarded. It made space for the good stuff to come in because I wasn't holding so much space for all this negative crap. So anyways, sorry to go off on a little tangent there, but I just thought I would share because I just definitely get the sense that that is what you're doing here. So why do we have the Three of Swords and the external influences? Why do we have the Three of Swords external? Why do we have the Three of Swords? We have the Three of Swords clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords. Yes, somebody external from you is feeling a little heartbroken, a little in their head, and a little bit like they're just tired. They're just exhausted. They're just tired. Could definitely be an air sign that you're dealing with. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I get the sense that whatever is external from you is just exhausting. It's just exhausting. And it hurts. So why do we have the Knight of Wands in the hopes and fears? Why do we have the Knight of Wands in the hopes and fears? I honestly get the sense that your hopes and fears are like, it's like there's this power inside you, this, I almost get like this like dark, but it's like not dark in a bad way. It's just like this like, oh, just like this very powerful energy that has to like rise from the depths of something like really deep within you. And it's like, I get the sense that you know that it's there, but it's like once you unleash that, what is going to happen? Like, oh, I'm getting goosebumps as I say that. Like, it's like once you let that out, let that side come out, like, what is that going to entail? You know? So, let's see. We have the Page of Coins. Why do we have the Knight of Wands in the hopes and fears? The Knight of Wands and the hopes and fears. So we have the Page of Wands, the Page of Coins. I just get this sense of just like, I get the sense that you weren't ready. I get the sense that you weren't ready to unleash this. But I get the sense that you know that this part of you is there. It's almost, I don't want to say it's like a shadow side, because I mean, everybody has a light side and a shadow side, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, you know, it's not a bad thing, actually. Like, you can't have the good without the bad. It just doesn't work like that. You know, like how do you reference if something is good if there's nothing that's bad to, you know, connect it to? So anyways, like I get the sense that you just weren't ready to face something that was inside of you, but I mean, I'm definitely sensing that the universe is going to continue to like not give you what you're wanting and what you're hoping for until you get on the right path. And in the outcome, yeah, we have the 10 of coins in reverse, which again can change based off free will. But yeah, if you don't learn the lesson, if you don't look at something, if you don't, you're gonna continue to feel that sense of loss. So I would just say to you, Aquarius, that just like face those parts of you that are hard. Like, yeah, it's hard and it's uncomfortable, and you know, but it's not like everybody doesn't have those parts to them. Like we're all, you know, we're all in the same playing field. Like we may not go through the exact same experiences, but like human consciousness and the connectivity of all of it, like we're all going through a lot of the same things at the same time. It's just the, like, maybe not the exact same time. We all go through the same things. The experience itself might be different, but the journey is very similar in a lot of ways. Like the way that we think, the way that we feel, like the things that are happening in our lives. Like it's just that people don't talk about it. A lot of people don't talk about it, but that doesn't mean that other people are not going, you know, going through it. They're not in the muck too, you know, like, but yeah, it's something that you're gonna, I get the sense, Aquarius, that you're going to force yourself to allow yourself to be uncomfortable and learn the lessons so you can receive abundance. So let's ask Spirit, what advice do we have for Aquarius for May of 2020? I'm sorry if this is a little heavy of a reading. It's not even heavy because the energy is not heavy. It's just a scattered, like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. But also this sense of like knowing something, you know, it's like you just kind of know that like all the good stuff is going to come in once you release the bad stuff. And it's not even bad. It's just, you know, it's not serving you a purpose anymore, you know? So here's your advice card. Aquarius, it is time for you to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Take a long, hard look in the mirror. See all the things that are around you. You have one book down here that is blank and one book that is written. And you know, this is your journey. This is your choice. You get to decide what your story is going to be at the end of it. You get to decide, like, you know, you're in the energy of having the ability to have a fresh start and to walk through the door, but you have to decide how you want your story to be written. That's the sense that I get for you, Aquarius, for May of 2020. So I would just say, you know, just acknowledge and face the stuff that you don't want to face, and you will be rewarded in the end for it. And it will come so much sooner than you think. So anyways, I hope that this helps. I hope that you got some good information, Aquarius. I would say if you like the video, then give me a like. If you have any suggestions, if there's anything that you'd like to see that's a little different, anything that you'd like to add, whatever, then leave me a comment. If you want to see more videos, then hit the little bell subscribe button and you'll be notified when I post more videos. But I will just say that I hope that you have an amazing May of 2020, Aquarius, and I will see you next time. Bye.